early birds and night owls. My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. We are having a shortage of a lot of things. It seems like, wait, somehow we're out of a lot of different things. I don't know when that happened. Somehow we're out of everything here. It doesn't seem right. Also, we're totally out of food, so I'm trying to make sure that they make some food soon and maybe dig this out so we can get all of this because we really need to get some food. Let me just prioritize this to a 9 to make sure they do it right now because I want to make sure that we can maybe get all that stuff that's in there so we can eat because right now we have a lot of stress and, well, it's not going to help out a lot. And, oh, did we just get some food? I think we just did. Thank goodness. Because we're pretty much starving and, you know, we need some food. There's definitely some food in there. And, circuit overload. We had a circuit overload right up in here. Right, so, sad to say, this is going to be the last episode, but I will continue this colony, if it survives this episode, in a live stream. And I'll let you guys know when that is on Twitter, at LuxNuxTV, you know, if you want to follow. Or, you know, you could just stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you already haven't, so you can find out when that's going to happen. Because I will make an event, just to maybe let you guys know when it's going to happen. Because I don't want to actually plan anything too ahead of time. It seems like May is stress vomiting right now, which is not so good because that's going into our water stock over there. But it seems like that water is honestly not using much. Oh, we're having a lot of overload right now, it seems. There's some damage right there, and there's still a lot of vomit falling through here. Alright, so we have to clean this up, like, right now. I don't know how I didn't realize that we were having issues with the food. It's a little bit weird, but we do have plenty of food right up in there, so people should be grabbing that to eat, and hopefully that's going to maybe stop all of this stress vomiting. Oh boy, we seem to need to actually turn this on right now, because there's some copy settings. Wait, what? Since what was that there? I'm pretty sure I didn't see that there before. Alright, whatever, we have that, and oh boy, it's sleepy time, which... Oh no, we broke into the area where there's hatches, and it looks like they're eating the stuff that's out here. Well, I hope they don't actually eat the food. May needs to go to sleep, like right now. Oh, they ate the food. No, they're eating our food. Okay, we have to murderize those hatches. Stress vomiting, starvation, food shortage. Well, you know what? That's May's fault for just throwing up the whole time instead of actually going to get food. So I blame her for that one. That wasn't me. That was definitely not on me. Go away, hatches. Like, this is not your food. Oh my gosh. We need to get that out of there or eat it, like, right now, just so maybe the hatches won't have it. Also, we are having some oxygen issues, as you can see, and so maybe we're going to hopefully get some algae for these guys. Is this working over here? I mean, it seems like those should be working, but we have so much to do. And somehow we actually have resources, except we just don't have algae. So hopefully we'll actually start building these things so this oxygen can flow up, because this is overpressurized right now, and that's not so good. Alright, there's a lot of stress vomiting everywhere. Now Gossman is vomiting into our good water supply. Yeah, that happened. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and clean that up right up in there, and hopefully we can do that quickly. Oh, and she's just doing more of that. Alright, you know what, you guys? They're just, these guys are a little bit too stressed, and nobody's actually turning that. Oh my gosh, she's just, what? I thought I didn't get stress vomiters, but apparently I did. I don't know what I was going through that I was just like, yeah, you know what, these guys sound good. Oh my gosh, she's just going down this whole way, and just, doing that up. Alright, I want to actually prioritize all of that to 9s, because that's going to be gross, and people are going to be super unhappy with that, so let's make sure that all of that gets cleaned up right now. Oh, it looks like she's like, are you kidding? No. Why would she do that? She literally just went in here to throw up. Are you kidding me right now? Alright, somebody please clean that up. I know it's going to be gross and messy, but please just do... Oh my gosh. There's a lot of starvation. I mean, we have plenty of food. I don't know why they're starving. Maybe it's just these people who are actually stress vomiting who are starving, which they really should be going to eat. I know maybe, you know, when you feel sick, you don't want to eat, but hopefully we can get this taken care of. My gosh, this is a big nightmare right now. We're trying to do so many other things, and it seems like circuits are overloaded all over the place, and we're just not getting very much done with everybody throwing up all over the place. Stress is slightly going down. It seems like only Nails right now has some issues, so maybe we should... Actually, that's at a good level. I wonder why Nails isn't doing that. Why is nobody unreachable? You go down there. How's that unreachable? What the... All right, let's cancel that one. This one's some... Okay, there we go. All right, so you guys can go ahead. There we go. So that's cleaned out. I see a little bit more right up in here. Let's go ahead and make sure that that's all mopped up, and we should be good for the most part. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, no, never mind. It seems like Nails of Stress is actually going all the way up. Well, this isn't so good now, is it? And that should be at a higher priority. I think we're going to just go ahead and do a 9 on that one, just because it seems like they never actually mop up the food for some reason. And our algae here is not looking good. It's really, really nice in this area, but over here it's just not good enough because we haven't actually built these things in. So let's see what we can do about actually prioritizing these a little bit. Let's go for 7s on this whole row right there, and hopefully we can get those in as soon as possible, just so that, you know, we can have some nice breathable air up in here. Is there something going on in here? Ooh, there's a little bit of carbon dioxide in there, but that's honestly not a problem because it seems like this is taking care of all the carbon dioxide, which is why we see so much nice oxygen there. Okay, so we're going to get these working soon, I hope. It seems like these are actually not doing much at all right now, which is a little bit worrying. Are we not getting plenty of slime? Oh wait, he is dropping slime. We're just not going in there to collect it. What's the priority on these guys down here? They're 8s. So that means that there's so many 9s that they are just very, very busy doing 9s. And I can see that right now, that those are supposed to be 5s, right? So let's go ahead and swap those back out to 5s. That's 8. Good. And those are all 8s. Good. All right, so we should be good. And just as long as we never see the hatches in our base, we should be fine. I mean, they're eating resources, but I don't really care too much about those. Oh, what? I swear, somebody just saw one of the hatches. That was a little bit scary. But yes, we have food. Everything's looking kind of good. We're storing away the meal ice. Oh boy, we saved our butts just by going in there. Alright, circuit overload. Over here, we have to take care of this circuit. Let's see. I always click on the wrong ones. Why is that? There we go. Where? What? Where? Oh, we seem to also have run out of coal. Have we gone down here at all? No, we have not. Oh boy, we have a lot of things to do, very clearly. On the bright side, they did store away the food, so I kind of like that. I'm going to go ahead and lower this again, and let's see if we can maybe raise the priority of this over here so we can get some coal, because that would be really, really nice right now. So let's hope that somebody actually comes down here to do that. I know it's like super unbreathable here, and it's going to make them really unhappy, but you know what? It's part of a process. Are we actually getting some oxygen? Okay, somebody threw up there. I didn't realize that there was vomit there. Let's clean that guy up right there. And wow, we actually never put this system, situation, whatever you want to call it. I was trying to say both of them at the same time, trying to decide which one sounded right. They both sound right. All right, let's go ahead and clean that up as well, because of course I don't want that there, although it looks like it's actually regular water, so I shouldn't be too concerned about that, but whatever. You know, people are going to get soggy feet, and they're going to be really unhappy with that. This air over here is super unbreathable, which is not oh boy. It seems like May keeps getting in the super high stress. Oh, that's not even May. It's Gossman throwing up into our nice water down here, which I'm not too concerned about. Okay, well, we're not going to get much done if these dupes keeps throwing up everywhere, so hopefully we can get another one pretty soon. I know I probably shouldn't add anybody else to the colony, but oh, look at that. May's throwing up over there. Well, I'm totally fine with that. Just as long as she stays far, far away from our good stuff, we should be good. It seems like we're going to have to wait another minute and a half for a dupe, and that's kind of okay with me. Where was the vomit? Where's the vomit? I can't see where it is, which is kind of unfortunate. Did it just go all the way down? No, it didn't. Well, that's rather unfortunate, but hopefully we can finally get things done rather than, you know, Duplicant stressing like all the time, because, oh boy, we are basically getting nowhere. Oh, look, somebody actually started putting these in and then they didn't finish. Gotta love it, you guys. Gotta love it. Well, hopefully this next Duplicant will actually help us, because clearly the ones we have are basically useless. So let's see. You are narcoleptic and fall asleep anytime. You don't combat. That's okay with me. You're a binge eater. You're amphibious. You don't really tinker. You can tinker. You can operate machines properly, but that's not... None of these are constructors. You require decor, and you're anemic and a yokel. You know what? That's actually fine. You're gonna be okay. Oh, actually, the decor expectations, they're not so good. All right, I'm gonna grab Harold, and hopefully he can help us with a little bit of digging. Oh boy, Harold, what are you doing? Was he eating dirt? I don't know what just happened there, but we have another one. He's going to sleep on the floor for a while, which means he's going to get a little bit stressed out. But I hope that he can do a pretty good job of taking care of things right now, because some people, or I should say some dupes, are just not on it at all. For some reason, they're just ignoring the massage tables, which I thought I prioritized. Yeah, there are 8s. We don't have that many 9s, and somehow they are deprioritizing these, which they really shouldn't be. What is going on here? I've had a look around, and it seems that to get anything done, we're going to have to prioritize them to 9. So let's go ahead and do that just so someone can get down there and start getting some coal, because we're going to need a lot of it to start powering these guys. This one's obviously not running. That one's the only one that's running right now, which is not helping us at all because the power keeps going on and off, and that's not what we need when we're trying to actually make some food so we can feed our... I want to call them dumb, but they're not that dumb. They're just being instructed to do what they're meant to do, and it's just a lot of instruction for 6 duplicants, so now we have 8, and that's still seemingly not enough, but the more that we get, the worse it's going to be in here, so for sure going to try to make this work with 8, and that's it. So we want to, there we go, so they're going to be building in there. It seems like we actually have to clear that out. Can they reach? They can reach in there, oddly enough. I'm going to make sure that they clear this one out right there so they can get through all the way. So maybe they can walk over on top of that. I think they should be able to after I get rid of that. And then we can start getting some coal, because that's just one of the things that we really... Oh, boy. So we're totally out of power over here, which is not... Oh, well, Frankie's going to do some kind of job here, but that's just not going to be enough. So some coal, please and thank you. All right, there we go. We are slowly trying to come over here and take care of this, but of course there's no oxygen over here. Finally, Bert went on the machine. Devin needs to do so too, because this situation here with a lot of stress is not helping out. Let's lower this to 75. Let's go for 70 then, and hope that somebody can get on there, because that's just not so good. Is anybody actually coming down? You guys, dupes, somebody please. There we go. So Gosman's coming in here, building that up. There we go. We got some coal. So we have coal there for what we need over here. So hopefully... I was like, why is that saying that there's coal? Because we just dug some out. So hopefully someone will actually take care of that. I think what they're actually trying to do is just make tons of power right now. So we have those... That one's actually an 8. Why are they prioritizing that above 9s? Interesting. So the 9s that I see around here are obviously the micro musher, obviously the algae, what are they even called again? Algae deoxidizers. I've been using them for so long and I still can't remember the name. We have just the coal generators. There's not that many 9s, and still they're prioritizing things with an 8 over 9. That seems a little bit weird to me. And that's leaving us without any oxygen, so the base is right now a nightmare. As you can see, it's just like a bunch of polluted oxygen. We need to clean this up. We need to push it out of here. We need to do something. And there's really just nothing going on in here. Yeah, you need to get the heck out of here. We need to bring this oxygen up, and we are trying. You can see right here that we have a nice little gas renewal towel, but of course we aren't really producing much oxygen if we have that going on. This, yeah, we really need to connect the power like immediately. So let's go ahead and dig out some more coal. We should be able to reach most of this, and hopefully that means we're gonna... Oh, yeah, the situation down here that's making it very breathable means it's gonna be really hard to get the coal, but hopefully we're gonna be able to get something. Just go ahead, pick it up, and you can... Okay, they're just delivering sandstone now. Go ahead, pick up the coal. There we go. Oh, finally, after like 50,000 years, we're gonna make some power again. My gosh, I can't believe it took that long to get some coal. Well, you know what? That's one thing. So that's a start. We have coal now. We should be making some oxygen. We should be making food and everything else that we need. And yeah, just from one day we were so unable to produce food. It's a nightmare. And so what we're going to do, you guys, since I said I was going to do this last time, is we're going to go ahead and up our food game by maybe using something like this. Grow a single plant when sown with a seed. So let's see, a farm tile. Can we use this floor tile? So of course we have, you know, areas where we have yet to actually build into, like over here. And I have regular tiling in there, but is that really what we want to be using right now? We could make a farm area somewhere up in here. It's probably going to be, you know, actually it's all, well, it's actually quite oxygenated. It's, you know, not the best oxygen, but it's oxygen nonetheless. Well, we could do that. Alright, so instead I want to just, I can't build there unless I cancel that. Here, so let's go ahead and cancel buildings in here. we're just going to have like that one entrance tile be the regular tile. Ooh, seems like we're having overload damage, which means that we're going to have to get these guys off of our manual power. There we go. Alright, so let's try this again. So we need clay or dirt. Overheat temperature. I mean, we have plenty of dirt. Dirt is not a problem at all. So let's go ahead and make these as farm tiles, and hopefully we can do something with these. I'm not 100% sure how they work, and of course I want to use them and the hydroponic ones just to see if maybe that's going to work for us. Oh boy, and we're still getting a little bit of circuit overload right up in there. Let's see, is that really overloading that badly? It seems like it's taking overload damage, even though it's saying that it's fine. It's not saying that it's strained. Weird. A little bit. I mean, we do have a lot of power on there. We have this one now connected with these, and that's probably not a good thing because naturally, you know, we don't want everything connected all at once, but it seems like we have it. Yeah, we do have it all connected, which is probably not helping. So we're going to go ahead and maybe just disable this one for now, since clearly we're not getting much hydrogen in here in the first place. And we did collect all of that coal. We were able to get that as well, so thank goodness, because now we can get these running. But it seems like we're taking a while to actually put the coal in there, which is rather unfortunate as well. It seems like we just have a lot of things to do. So that means that, you know, as if we don't already have plenty to do, I do want to prioritize these guys, because food seems to be super important at this point, and we have a lot of duplicants, and we want to make sure that we get this going. We get all our systems in so we can get our oxygen up in here as well, which means we also have to prioritize this to a 9, and hopefully that means we can use more power somehow, some way. Why are we not actually using these? I see plenty of slime right there, but we're not using those, probably because they're not prioritized to 9. So as much as I don't want to do this, I'm going to have to do that just because this situation is not looking good at all. These are producing oxygen, sure and fine and well and all like that, but because we don't really have power all the time, it's not working as well as it should, and I would love for it to work better. So it's working for now. For now, until we actually run out of coal again. So let's see. We're pretty good on coal for now. And hopefully that means that we'll always keep it running, but it seems like we're trying to get some slime in there, but that's basically useless if we don't get these guys running. These duplicants, I swear. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to go ahead and deprioritize these now that they seem to have loaded some slime on there, which works for me. And are we growing meal? Huh. It seems like we're accidentally growing food there. Alright, well, that's fine. I guess that's whatever. Okay, and we actually got some tiles in. Nice. We got this whole system in as well. So that means that once we get some oxygen actually flowing, we should get it flowing in through all of these. So it is going up there. Nice. So, I mean, we're not, you know, producing much oxygen, but what we're producing should be split between the... Yes, it is. Thank goodness. So hopefully that's going to help out a little bit. Obviously, we need these guys going, though, because just... these two apparently are not good enough for us, and we do have a lot of hydrogen in there, but we have not yet finished this system because that's just a work in progress for now. Alright, so let's see. We can grow blossom seeds in there. Is that something that we eat? Yeah, edible bristleberries. So I will definitely take some of those in here so we can get some more food, because that would definitely be super nice. And, well, we can't really grow anything there just yet. Wait, why can't we put this? Ah! We can... flip the things around. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, we can't even plant this in there because it's just in a really weird place. Okay, so we can actually flip the... Somebody's having a little bit of a tantrum. Yeah, as you can see, things are... stress is still pretty high. It's not going so well. Harold and Joshua are having some stress as well, and it's just... Man, everything is tanking so quickly, probably because of the oxygen situation, though. There I see a lot of nasty oxygen, a lot of carbon dioxide buildup up in here instead of it just sinking down. So that means we are having way too much carbon dioxide, not enough oxygen, and we need to produce some more as soon as possible. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to find some algae, because it seems like we are in need of some, like right now. We do have some right there, but that's going to unleash the dragon, and that's really not what we want to do right now. Why do I imagine that we had some algae somewhere else? I don't remember where, but I have a feeling that we saw some somewhere. Let's see. Do we have some algae somewhere down here? Aha! We do, you guys. We do. Alright, so let's try to get our dupes down to here, which means it's going to take a long time because, you know, that's actually not the right one. Because of course, it takes forever to actually get to 9 priorities these days, which means that I should maybe try to down prioritize some things. Let's see what we can do about down prioritizing. So 5 is obviously the normal one. I have a lot of 7s, so for the 7s I think I want to go for 6s right now, because those are, you know, still pretty important, but just not as important as some other things. 7's over here, and I think that should be good. That door should be a oh, hi there. That is not what I clicked. That door should be a 5. There we go. Okay, so now 8s. 8s are going to go down to 7s, because clearly they're important, but they're just not that important. I don't know why that one was any different, actually, now I'm looking at it. That one should still be a 9, technically. Alright, so 8s are going down to 7s. Those are all 9s. These are going to be all 8s. There we go. Excuse me, 7s. And then we're going to go and put these guys into 8s. So that should be still the highest priority besides whatever we need done as soon as is possible. Let's go ahead and change these around. That should be an 8 there. And now we should be good. It seems like we're all set. Everything should be right. Actually, this is, I don't know what the heck that is, why we're actually meant to harvest that, but whatever. It is what it is. It's going to stay at a 7. I guess that's fine. Oh. You know what? On the bright side, she's crying into the actual water pool, so I'm kind of okay with that. Are we getting algae, or are we not actually building on here? Also, our coal situation is sinking further down there, and now that we're not using the hydrogen here, we are kind of sort of building it up. So let's go ahead and turn that back on so we can use this. And we have to clear this out back into there somehow, but this system here is taking a while to build. Poor May got the spores, and so hopefully she actually goes for a treatment. She should still be getting treated, but she's not prioritizing that. It's not like we can tell her to go and just stay there, so unfortunately she's going to be walking around with the spores. Hopefully someone is going down there. It seems like there is, but you know, he has to go up every now and again after partially building something, because this area is not really safe. I wish that there could be a suit that's kind of sort of expensive to build-ish that can help you breathe in these types of conditions, because no matter what, we're always having to go into some area with carbon dioxide that we can't always clean up. And to me, that seems like something that would be pretty important to get, but unfortunately we can never really quite get down here because there's just a lot of messy stuff. There is some oxygen in there, but as you can see, we're actually letting in a lot of hydrogen coming in here for some reason. We're just like letting it all through. This is trying its best to work, but unfortunately we're not actually making much power. Huh? Wait, what? That's not right. That's definitely not right. We should be making tons of power. Seems like maybe we don't have coal on that. Aha, that's the problem. We're trying to prioritize this, so everybody's just trying to go down there to get some stuff, and it's just taking a long time, which I can understand. I mean, we kind of sort of need that stuff, though, so I'm going to make sure that they do that, and even maybe go further down. So let's just go ahead and line that up so we can maybe go further down here to get some more algae. It's not going to be the nicest thing to do, but I have a feeling it's just the right thing to do because we need so much more algae to make this base breathable again. Right now, it's not looking so good at all, and I know we're having a lot of circuit overload. I will eventually swap over the different the wires, but for now, we're just trying to focus on getting some algae in here, because this is our main concern. This is probably why all of the stress has built up so much. And also, May was actually in the base when she got the spore, so I think this over here was the issue. That's why she got the spore. She wasn't up here. She was all the way down here. Also, it seems like the puffs did a pretty good job of clearing this whole area up. It's actually quite nice. It's still, you know, not very breathable, but there's some oxygen that's nice in there, a little bit of a nasty oxygen. I was thinking about actually bringing the puffed in. Reason being that, you know, this area is all nice and whatnot to clean up, but our base is in need of some big cleaning up as well. And how we finally got into algae? We did! Yes! Good! So we now have algae. We should be putting it into this. I'm going to actually prioritize these over here to 9s because this is like the most important thing in this base ever. And we really, really need to actually be using those like right now. Like, this is an immediate need. It seems like they're coming over with some algae, which is perfect. It's good. Oh, they can't breathe. They really can't. Oh, no! They're seriously just going to dump it there and go to bed. Oh, my gosh. Gotta love it when they just do whatever the heck they want to do. And yeah, there's a lot of overload damage. Again, I'm going to swap out the wire, but that's a very slow process because we still have to take care of our oxygen situation. And it's one thing at a time, okay? Even though we have 8 duplicants, it's definitely has to be one thing at a time because they all rush to do just one job. And clearly that's just not helping. Also, where is our random duplicant sleeping? Let's see, how bad is the stress on him? Well, May is more de-stressed probably because she's been resting a lot, using the medical cut, trying to get better from the spores, so that would make sense. And finally, we got some food in, so that's actually quite nice there. Alright, so we actually loaded those up, so we should be making some kind of oxygen coming in here. Hopefully that's going to be good enough, and we are pumping some oxygen from there. So just as long as we keep that going, we should be fine. Let's see, algae, we have 593 kilos. Huh. I'm trying to think of how we're going to get in there. I mean, we could do something like this. Wait, we can't really reach that. I guess we're going to cancel that one and try to use this here. Because, of course, we're going to try to get this. So, how are we going on everything else? I mean, 593 is okay. As soon as this gets to, like, 250, we're going to go ahead and just push that down there. But for now, this should be fine. Which means we're going to have to, we're going to have to take care of all this overload damage as soon as it's possible. But, of course, I want to make sure that maybe, like, this whole area over here is filled with nice oxygen before we do that. Which sounds like a little bit of a different problem that I shouldn't be, you know, taking. I should be trying to balance these two at the same time. I want to do one thing at a time because oxygen is just so important. This is why we have so high stress. I think that's exactly what it is. Bert and Frankie should be on these, but it seems like it's Gossman and Devin. So Bert and Frankie are probably going to break a little bit. They're probably going to break things. Pressure damage. Oh, I wonder why that's breaking. It looks like Frankie's actually beating it up to death. And poor Bert is actually still doing the work. Oh, man. Bert has been all over the place doing everything that he can. I commend him for sure, for sure. Also, let's go ahead and dig this out now that we're actually up here because, you know, we can just finish digging that out so we can finish up this whole area up here so we can get our proper roof and get copper and everything else that we might need. And that means that we're going to have to eventually fight some hatches. We did already fight one. I don't know where it came from, but we got some nice meat from this, so that was actually quite nice. And it looks like, Frankie, I'm going to let you suffocate wherever you go just because you beat up the one thing we need right now. So, yeah, those are definitely prioritized to 9, so we have to make sure that those stay like that for a long, long time. The oxygen situation is getting better. I want to make sure that we get to this kind of blue, a little bit deeper blue than what it is right now, maybe like this right here, before we actually move on to doing something else. So for now, let's just make more oxygen and hope that that works for us. I'm not 100% sure what the heck is going on over here, but it seems like we're in need of an air deodorizer, or maybe 2, because that's getting pretty disgusting. So we're gonna put that at an 8 for now. And we are starting to run out of algae, so we have to come back right down into here. And we're going to go ahead and do this at an 8. And, oh, I missed one. I am pretty sure they can just climb from there to the next one over there, so that's probably fine that we don't even put that in. But I want to go ahead and dig this out at an 8 as well, because any algae is good algae to us. And I will actually prioritize that one. I'm also going to prioritize these guys to, actually, I should do that at a 7 instead. Oh, boy. Alright, sorry about that. Somebody actually just started playing a game, so I can't really click on the next one. God dang it, Steam. Alright, there we go. Alright, so 7's on that one, and that should be good for us to go. Yes, please, collect that algae, go put that in so we can continue on with this nice blue. I like to see that blue for sure. I'm just, a little bit shocked and saddened that we have such disgusting oxygen here, though you really can't breathe it in. We're going to go and prioritize that to 7 as well, just to make sure that that stays on there. And, ooh, look at that. We have some mealwood. So it seems like we're pretty good on food. Although our power situation is... Oh, we ran out of coal. Wait, how? I'm like 50% positive that's impossible. But apparently we are using a ton of coal. And so let's go ahead and actually collect some of that so we can maybe put it in. And we should be good on coal, just to make sure that all of this stays powered up. Otherwise, we are going to be in a pretty big pinch right now because our oxygen is slowly turning purple, and I don't like seeing that at all. Is anybody actually going to take care of these? I think they are. Whew, okay, we're back to normal. Thank goodness. And I think you can stop making food for now because it seems like we might have more than enough for a few cycles, which I kind of am okay with. There's still a lot of overload damage, and I understand that that's still a problem, but I mean, right now we need to collect all this stuff here, and that's a pretty big thing. We are right back at 519 kilos, so I mean, that's totally okay with me. Also, we're producing plenty of clay here. Are we actually taking care of this in here? Oh, it looks like we are. Thank goodness. Because that was looking pretty disgusting. I don't know where the heck that's coming from, actually. Like, it's all polluted oxygen here, which is weird because I made the bedrooms in this area so it can actually stay kind of nice and neat, but it's just not. Maybe it's because of the broken wires? Is that a thing? I'm not too sure what the heck is happening there. It's a little bit confusing, honestly. So that's okay. And we are clearing this area out, so good. We can have more room for this hydrogen to go before it actually goes in there, so it won't go in here, because of course we don't want the hydrogen seeping out to our base. But it seems like that's exactly what is happening, so we have to be much more careful than we already have been, which is clearly not much because we haven't really built these things in. So I'm going to go ahead and prioritize these things to 7s, and hopefully we'll finally get those done so we can, clear out our hydrogen back in there without letting it further into our base. Because stress is going down. Stress isn't looking that bad anymore, but we have to make sure that we keep it that way. And we'll do that during the live stream of Oxygen Not Included, because that is it for this episode of Oxygen Not Included. If you enjoyed, hit that like button to show your support, and subscribe if you already haven't. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.